This video is an in-depth look at the straight punch, one of the most common techniques that you use in Nami Bujutsu. A straight punch is any punch that comes straight towards the target. We recognize that we aren't always going to be in our guard position and have the luxury of being prepared for a fight, so we practice our punches from multiple positions, including no guard, defense, and fighting guard. Each of these different positions lend certain characteristics to the punch. Before we get started looking at specific positions, let's first cover the basics of the punch in general. First, when I say punch, I mean any strike that follows our number one arm action. Our number one arm action is simply straight to a target. Okay? By coming straight to a target, we follow the shortest path, we have a good kinetic chain, we make it very difficult to see the strike coming. Okay? It's usually faster, and it can be stronger than any hooking techniques. When striking from the no guard position, we stand in a neutral position. This is the position of unreadiness. Okay? Again, we're targeting the base of the skull. So our punch should be on a trajectory to this point, not to the front of the face, but to the back of the skull. So from a no guard position, we're striking straight up and through, straight up and through, straight up and through. Okay? There's a slight bend in the arm before the hip drives the elbow in a straight fashion. The point is that the arm follows a straight path to the target. When doing so, our legs drive, our hips twist, the opposite shoulder comes back. The only sense of retraction is if we have a purpose, if we grab something and we pull it in, or if we're using our retraction to launch a second technique. Okay, so from a no guard position, we're looking at a surprise attack. We don't know what's coming. We shoot a straight line strike. Often we'll move off to the side. Again, this is getting off the X a little bit. Okay, the body twists. It releases the energy. It shoots straight up, and that's the punch from the no guard. We also have a fence. This is a prepared position. Perhaps we see a threat coming. Our hands elevate as the level of threat rises. As our hands elevate, the punch mechanic changes slightly. From our most basic fence, just our general, hey, I don't want any trouble position. This is very similar to our boxing stance or a high guard stance. So when we're stepping back into our fighting position. From here, the hand does not retract. Again, shoot straight to that base position. It drives from the back leg, hips twist. Straight action with the arms. Can be coupled with stepping, but often done, again, as a preemptive measure. Speed and surprise wins the day. From a high guard, the mechanic changes because our point of impact is below our hands. We keep our hands very high. Okay? We're not at the chin like a boxer. We're up here, near the top of the head. We want maximum coverage of the head at all times. So once we've achieved a full guard position, we have to understand that our target is now below our hand. And this changes some of our body mechanics. Instead of driving straight out, which would hit towards the forehead and lift the head backwards, we're actually driving down. And this is where we get some dropping energy. Okay? Oftentimes I find that hitting with the palm heel from this position is most effective. We're, on the surface, it will look like we're targeting the bridge of the nose and driving the head down. So from the guard position, again, the hand extends straight from where it is to the target. Okay? Back in. from the side. Okay, slowly, you can see it drives down, drives down. We're striking through the face to the point on the base of the skull. Those are the three positions in which we execute the straight punch. The straight punch can also be done with movement. We can execute the punch stepping forward, bringing our back foot forward all the way through from the side. We can also execute the punch while moving side to side. This can be coupled with an evasive maneuver, such as a block, head shift, and strike, or simply moving to the side, opening the door. Again, very quick, straight to the target, straight line. From the side, it shifts, the body opens, straight out, shifts, body opens, straight up. I believe that covers everything that we're going to look at today with the straight punch.